In the quiet evening, as the sun slowly sinks behind the trees, the scenery by the lake transforms into a soft, peaceful paradise. A cool breeze drifts across the surface of the water, creating gentle ripples that catch the fading golden light of the sunset. Along the lakeshore, fresh green grass spreads like a natural carpet, glistening faintly with moisture from the cool air. Among the blades of grass, snails begin to emerge after a long day, moving slowly and gracefully as they search for food. Hunting for snails by the lake at dusk is a calm and soothing experience, one that connects you deeply with nature. The cool air brushes softly against your skin, and the damp ground beneath your feet feels alive. Some snails cling to grass leaves, while others hide near the base of small trees or beneath fallen leaves. When the sunset light touches their shells, they shine with a soft pearly glow, looking fresh, beautiful, and full of life. All around the lake, the sounds of evening begin to awaken, distant frogs croaking, the chirping of tiny insects, and the whisper of the wind through the trees. The green grass glimmers in the low light, as if each blade is made of glass reflecting the last moments of day. Between the grass, fresh snails glide slowly, leaving delicate trails of moisture on the damp earth. Near a tree, where the leaves rustle lightly in the breeze, a large snail climbs up a blade of grass, as if enjoying its quiet evening meal. The soft, fading sunlight reflects off its shell, making it look silver and polished. The lake's gentle waves lap against the shore, blending with the faint rustle of grass and trees, together forming a peaceful symphony of nature's calm. Searching for snails at the lakeside during dusk isn't just about finding food, it's about discovering peace within yourself. Standing there, watching the calm water, feeling the soft wind, and listening to the natural sounds around you fills your heart with quiet joy. The fresh green grass, lively snails, and trees surrounding the lake remind you of the beauty and harmony of the natural world. It's a simple yet profound moment that makes you realize, living close to nature is one of life's purest forms of happiness. As the last rays of sunlight gently fade beyond the horizon, the lakeside becomes a place of quiet beauty and calm reflection. The air turns cool and refreshing, carrying with it the soft scent of wet earth and grass. The surface of the water glimmers faintly, mirroring the sky that slowly shifts from gold to pink, then to a deep, tranquil blue. It is during this magical hour that life around the lake seems to awaken in a different way, quieter, softer, yet more alive. The grass near the edge of the lake glows a tender shade of green, fresh and full of life. Dew begins to form at the tips, reflecting the last bits of daylight like tiny diamonds. Among these blades of grass, the snails begin to emerge, their moist, glistening shells shining gently in the fading light. Some crawl slowly along the damp soil, leaving behind silvery trails that catch the dim glow. Others rest near tree roots or under leaves, their delicate antennae moving carefully as they explore their surroundings. There is something truly peaceful about watching these small creatures. Each snail moves at its own slow, deliberate pace, as if it has no concern for time or the fast rhythm of the world. The evening air hums softly with the sound of nature. Crickets begin their nightly song, frogs croak from the distance, and the soft rustle of grass joins the melody. Every sound seems to blend perfectly with the gentle rhythm of the lake's waves, which lap against the muddy shore with a calm and steady beat. Near the water's edge, a large tree spreads its roots into the earth, providing shelter for both plants and animals. Beneath its low branches, the ground is cool and damp. Snails gather there too, climbing slowly along the rough bark, their shells reflecting faint rays of light from the water's surface. A few fireflies start to appear, their tiny lights flickering in the darkening air, creating a magical contrast against the green of the grass and the silver reflections on the lake. The entire scene feels alive yet peaceful, a perfect harmony of motion and stillness. Every detail, from the sound of water to the shimmer of the snails' trails, reminds you how gentle and beautiful the natural world can be when you take a moment to observe it closely. Time seems to slow down, and all worries fade away, replaced by a feeling of calm and connection to something greater than yourself. As night begins to fall, the colors of the sky deepen. The water turns dark and smooth, reflecting the first faint stars. The snails continue their quiet journey through the grass, unhurried in content. A soft mist rises from the surface of the lake, wrapping everything in a thin, dreamlike veil. Standing there, watching the scene unfold, you can feel the world breathing, slow, peaceful, and eternal. Finding snails by the lakeside at dusk becomes more than a simple activity. It becomes a reminder of life's slower, gentler rhythms. The fresh green grass, the moist air, the sound of distant frogs, and the shimmer of snail shells together create a moment of natural poetry, a living painting that fills the heart with peace. In that serene atmosphere, you realize that beauty is not always found in grand things, but often in the smallest, quietest moments shared with nature. As darkness slowly settles in, the lakeside becomes even more enchanting. The sounds of the day fade away, replaced by the quiet whispers of night. The air grows cooler, carrying the scent of wet soil and fresh vegetation. The grass, still glowing faintly under the moonlight, shimmers with tiny drops of dew. Each step through the soft ground makes a gentle, muffled sound, as if the earth itself wishes to stay silent and calm. The snails continue their slow and steady movement, undisturbed by the coming night. Some glide gracefully across the wet grass, their shells reflecting the pale silver light of the moon. Others rest quietly near the base of small trees, hidden between roots and fallen leaves. Their presence adds life to the calm landscape, tiny, humble travelers that carry their homes wherever they go. Watching them in such peaceful motion brings a deep sense of stillness to the heart, as though time itself has chosen to pause for a moment. Around the lake, the reflection of the moon creates a soft path of light across the water's surface. The gentle ripples from the breeze distort the reflection slightly, making it dance and sparkle. Frogs begin to sing their rhythmic chorus, and the sound of insects fills the background like a quiet symphony of the night. Every element, the grass, the trees, the water, the snails, comes together to form a living painting of serenity. In this calm, moonlit world, you can feel nature breathing all around you. The beauty of the scene lies not in its grandeur, but in its simplicity, the cool wind, the glowing grass, the quiet creatures moving without haste. It's a peaceful reminder that harmony and happiness can be found in the smallest details of life.